live.
Hey,
We're here.
come on.
Oh, here comes the music.
Yeah, I got some music. If I dance, I'll probably break a hip or something.
I don't know what music it is, man. I'm playing something.
What is
What's
this,
going
bro?
on, Logan?
Hey, just playing whatever, eh, Eric? Oh man.
Oh, okay. It's a little bit of dance going there. Here. Google Leon on standby. We might need you, brother. We might need you here on standby.
Oh, Google Leon, eh?
Monday, February 27, sound check. I think it's okay. We just went on literally 30 seconds ago.
Yep.
You know, I should have just been videoing you trying to get your office ready just to show everybody what it looked like. It's just a
Dancing.
squirrle looking for nuts. Ripping around.
One is in the house. How'd you care? Well, for that, we got a good show for you guys here. We've got a couple nobodies in the green room there. I don't know who these guys are. But,
Nobodies.
apparently, they're good sticks.
Apparently. That's what they tell us.
Supposed to be. They're supposed to be good sticks.
Bassmaster Elite is in full swing. 2 events in the book. So we've got Jeff, Gussy, Gustafson, and Coop Gallant, a couple Canadians representing the Canadian contingent. They'll be on the show today. We're going to talk some of that. Talk all kinds of stuff. We got derbies coming. We're going to get these guys' take on Deal or No Deal. All kinds of other stuff here, whatever. So thanks for joining us. Casting Podcast. Mike Tatoli, Short Fuse in the house. Jeremy Santos, the Dragon, is here. And yeah, let's get right into it, man. Let's go here. Where's Dave Simpson this time?
I don't know.
Yorkton.
Poor guy.
The metropolis of Yorkton.
He's going the wrong way.
I had a soccer tournament there back in the day, man.
Oh yeah.
Back in Yorkton, bro. We were superstars there.
And you still haven't recovered.
I guess you were exotic. You were exotic to the Yorkton.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Some people thought I was Tiger Woods out there. They said, "You're Tiger." I go, "No, I'm not, man."
Until they found out how cheap you were.
Nice change to the intro music. Wayne G in the house. What's going on? I saw Junior there. Who forgets their jacket and fishes a tournament? Dang, bro. It was minus 30 on Saturday out here.
Did he forget his jacket?
Apparently. We're going to have to get the story from him over there.
Gonna find out.
Junior, the buddy heater band. Stag on the line in the
Speaking
house.
of guys that got lost, Stag on the line. I haven't seen or heard of him for a while.
Oh, man.
Oh,
got all
Stag,
kinds of
Yeah.
Tanner Irwin. Shout out to Tanner Irwin. We've got tickets to give away today.
Oh, do
We've
we?
got tickets to the Jets versus Kings tomorrow
Nice.
evening. That's in section 200, center ice. That's where you and Leon sat last time there, Mike.
I'm just going to throw this out there. It's funny, like when the Jets first came here, you couldn't get tickets if you cut both arms off on a leg. Now
everyone wants to give them
now
away.
everybody else get rid of them.
Well, because they freaking suck. I'm ride or die. I'm ride or die, but still.
The way they're playing right now, who wants to watch
They got to
it?
go through a slump.
It's been tough, man. It's been tough.
They need to slump right now, not in 3 weeks from now.
Well, hopefully they still make the playoffs, man.
They gotta make the
They're a
playoffs,
wild card
man. That's
team
what
now,
they gotta do.
apparently.
Yeah.
Well,
Shit.
if I look on Facebook, everybody said they were going to make the playoffs at the beginning of the year.
I know. I think I don't know if Cooper. We'll ask Cooper if he's a Leafs fan, like Mike is. I'm not sure. He probably is. From Ontario.
Leafs are like a new marriage, eh? Everything goes good till later on.
They're stacking up right now. They've got some players that they're stacking. Holy smokes.
Yeah. Eh?
Yeah. Oh, well, whatever. It's all
CDP
good.
is undefeated. We'll probably beat the Kings tomorrow because CDP is undefeated. So
Oh, Will
get
Foster, Leafs fan, eh?
get out of here. Get out of here. Let me.
Get out of here.
I hope they beat freaking Tampa Bay there, though. Not looking forward to that there. It's the Casting Egg Podcast. Let's get into some a step-by-step guide to having a good day. Go fishing.
Hey, go fishing.
Yes. That's how you do it.
There's the Leafs thing, eh?
There you go, buddy.
What are you doing? Are you throwing out? Are you giving it away or what?
Oh, I'm not giving it away.
Captain, who is that?
Kidding me.
Matt Sundin. Who is that thing? It says C, Mike. Who is it?
Hey? Yeah, it was Matt Sundin.
Matt Sundin.
Matt Sundin, eh?
Michael Thorburn on the YouTube side there. Thanks to everyone on YouTube for joining us. Good evening. My Flyers put the Jets in tailspin a few weeks back. That's one. Yeah.
They have.
Ever since then, I think, man. Yeah.
Right.
No, come on. I'm cheering for them to beat Tampa Bay, actually. Congrats, Nash, on winning a prize at the LBD tourney. Yeah, let's talk about that here quickly. I've got that's what Nash won. 36th place. 35th was a Lawrence Hook 7.
Yeah.
36th place is a weekend pass, and we're booked that weekend at the Power Sports Championship. We got the Gimli Derby and we got the FAM Championship on the 5th, so we're not going to be able to go. So Nash is having a contest on Doc Talk. A lucky listener, their viewer, is going to win the weekend pass to go check this out in Beausejour.
It's probably a good thing because that'd be pretty expensive for you. He'd probably take up racing sleds.
He wants to buy one now.
Oh, he actually wants to go. He wants to ditch one of these derbies. To go to. We might.
That sounds like him, though, bro.
Yeah, man. And by the way, I didn't get skunked, bro, skis, and that's a walleye.
That's
not
somebody
a
else's
sauger.
fish.
No way, man. I got that up. Santos witnessed it, actually. We were taking selfies because
You think I'm going to believe Santos?
Hey, man, that's what you call Laurent's power there, bro.
ouch. Get the hell out. I had to mark him in that hole. Laurent's power, he says.
It was a Laurent's Atari Took, man.
Yeah. I don't know.
We got our what do we got here? One more. First thing. Ice Fishing Minnesota. What is that?
It's a sauger.
Saugai.
Saw guy, man.
Sauger.
I don't know, man. Those saugers, like if it's a sauger, like it actually looks like, I mean, it doesn't.
But it's spotted on the dorsal.
Hence the saugais get that too.
No,
Here's
they
a
get the
saugai.
stripes.
Is it stripes?
They get the stripes. Walleyes have nothing.
When I see those actual like sauger, like a big ass sauger, it looks like something different. It doesn't look like a walleye. Like the stripes are distinct. There's a different shape to the head, almost kind of thing. Then
Well,
the
maybe we
saugais look like a
Maybe
walleye.
we
but
should
they're
ask
just
a couple of bass guys what that is.
They won't even know what that is. They call them carp or something. They don't know what walleye are, man.
Rough fish, man.
Weed catching. There was weed at the Derby. I could smell that weed wafting over from all these different places. Whole pile of derbies coming up here, but we're gonna get these couple of guests out. We're gonna get their insight on a whole pile of things here.
Yeah, man.
Even the first deal or no deal here, and but mega sauger. No, bro, saugai. We're gonna have to get a side.
Sauger. There's no white tip on the tail.
There was a slight one.
No.
Anyway, that'll be an ongoing thing. We'll put that on Doc. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching today. It's the Casting Deck Podcast. Before I get those guys on one more time, I just got to get a shout out to our sponsors. Can't forget the sponsors, bro.
Oh,
big shout out to Ion Alpha Series. Thank you to Ion so much for sponsoring the show. Big Smoke Barbecue Smokehouse and Grill in Steinbach. All your catering, or just head down to the restaurant. Fantastic. Worth the trip to Steinbach. Markham Technologies. Awesome stuff. Underwater cameras, lithium batteries, and sonar. And of course, Dylan Fooey, Team Fooey Automotive. Thanks for supporting Beast of the Week for the last, we're talking years now.
Years,
$100 a month for 2+ years now. So shout out to them. No further delay. We've got Jeff Gustafson, Cooper Gallant. We're going to go 5-way this evening here. And you've been living under a rock if you're not into the bass scene.
We lost one already.
Coop's gone.
He's in a truck. He said his service was getting in and out, so he's going to come in and out of the show here. Right?
You never know what you're going to get with Coop. Yeah.
I like Mike Colodi. Call it whatever you like. It's all good in the deep fryer. I like that.
Apparently, I can't beat him, though, because I think it's been like 4 days now of tournament competition, and I've been looking up the whole time.
Is he giving it to you? Because he's a rookie.
I got the rankings right here if you want, Gussy.
Yeah, I mean, I've had way worse starts than that in Florida, so I'm not really complaining, but yeah. I'm looking up at Coop all season so far.
But the both of you had actually not bad starts for being down in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different. It's so fun fishing down there, but I don't love tournament fishing down there, and especially like Okeechobee was a lot tougher than it looked. If you watch the top guys and you see all those big fish, it looks like the greatest place in in North America to go bass fishing. But in reality, it's the lake's in kind of rough shape, and you kind of had to be in one of the areas that had a bit of clear water to catch fish, and so there was. I mean, at any one time, I had boats within 100 yards of me the entire event. Like, it was crazy. So. Yeah. It was pretty grindy fishing, but yeah, we both came out of it okay.
Yeah, at least you both got to fish the Saturday.
Let's see if this works here. I just had to show it here, so let's check it out. Head to head, Coop versus Gussy. This was the event that just happened. It was a back-to-back weeks. This just happened this weekend. Another rookie there, Joyce. Two rookies at the top there, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we'll talk about that. There, Rivette again with another strong tournament. But we'll go down the line here. Corey Johnston with a good finish there. Nice work, Corey, with a bounce back. Chris is in the 17th. But we go down. This shows what they took in. I'm still going down here. Coop Gallant, pow, 38.4 Coop. Sound check, bro. 10 G's.
Yeah, it feels good for sure. It was a tough one. Are we? Yeah, we're looking at Seminole right now, right?
This is Seminole, yeah. And then Gussy down, still cashing a check, 25. So we're gonna ask you guys today. We're talking about this stuff, but just gonna get some insight on the tour and how it all works and stuff like that. And like people are asking me like, oh, Gussy didn't cash a check. Then no, he still cashed the check at 55. He's still cashing. You know,
That's not the one we want to get though. It was obviously pretty disappointing just missing out on that by a few ounces, but
Yeah.
But anyone that fishes tournaments enough, you catch both sides of that, and that's the way she goes.
We'll get a good finish show in here. The Rivette won, of course, here, but we've got Coop Gallant in 16th. Congrats, brother. That's a hell of a figure.
Nice.
Heck, you were 9th after day 3 or something like that. You were or day 2. Like we thought you were gonna fish Sunday there.
Day 2 and then day 3, I caught a bunch of little cuties, bunch of babies.
Cuties.
And then Gussy 38th spot and another 10G. So he's racking up the cash there. So that I mean, when it said like what's the entry fee? What's the entry fee for a tournament?
$5,000 of tournament.
5G. So
5, eh?
and then costs, of course, and stuff like that. And so
Yeah.
you're getting 10Gs, but you're getting a lot of your costs back. And so you the 25 isn't as good, like you said, than the 10
Well, I
grand.
mean, it's better than nothing. Like at least I can go get a steak on Friday night. Still, yeah. I'm not like, how am I gonna get home? But yeah, it's you want to get those big checks for sure, and it's you look at like the top like 50th place, like how hard is that gonna be? But these guys are animals, and I mean it's very competitive. So.
It's a full field, eh? This year, 100 plus teams.
Yeah, 104 guys. And obviously, like for Coop and I, as the season kind of goes along and we start to move up north a little bit more and get, like these were both, there was some spawning in both of these events. And like, that's probably not my strongest, So some of these, you give her and like try to figure out the best program that you can. But sometimes you just end up having to just grind out what you can and avoid the bombs, and that's a good tournament.
Have you guys I know Gussy's fished Okeechobee and Seminole. How about you, Coop? Have you done a tournament or just fished those 2 lakes before?
Those are the first times I've ever actually fished the lakes. I did go down in like Seminole, for example. I went down there for 3 days just to learn my way around the lake. Not necessarily to find out where fish are at, just more so driving around the lake. That when I get down, I know how to navigate around, because as Gussy knows, and maybe some of you guys know, like there is so many stumps out there and it can get dangerous real quick. So
Yeah.
I went down there and just kind of figured out how to navigate around the lake. So I did get down there and to see the lake, but it was my first time actually fishing. It's a cool lake, a lot of grass, a lot of timber. You can kind of do whatever you want. You can fish shallow, you can fish deep timber, you can fish offshore grass.
That's Seminole you're talking about? Seminole?
Yeah.
Somebody lost bottom ends both for 2 days. I can't remember who it was, but they took off a bottom end, then they got it changed, and then took it off again the next day. So
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Clean stumps.
Yeah, it was nasty. Like it was not easy to get around in some areas.
that's my kind of fishing. I just drive around till I knock something off. And I'll fish there.
Trim up and give her.
Giver, yeah.
I was watching Bass Nation and watching live and stuff all weekend. And yeah, like some guys, like I saw Benton fishing under docks.
Yeah.
And that Japanese rookie was fishing under docks, and other guys are like on mats and stuff. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff there. You could do all kinds of things out there. So sounds like a cool lake, big fish in there too.
But the last 2 tournaments, it was almost like the first 2 days was just complete pack fishing. Like when you looked at other boats around, you could just see another 5 or 6 boats right around them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a lot of that going on.
So do you Canadian boys all get together and talk and share info or anything like that, or you guys just teach their own?
Yeah, I mean, we're not really like sharing info. Like
Yeah.
I know if but we're all buddies. Like, and
Yeah.
if Coop asks me something, he's gonna get a good answer. I mean, I'm not gonna send him in the wrong direction.
I was wondering about there's a bit of fraternity between you Canadian guys. There must
Well,
be.
I called Gussy the one night I needed chatterbaits.
They had him covered there. So, like Chris and Corey are different. Like they share everything and have a really good system, and obviously, and you know, they don't. You're not really going to get any good info out of them ever. So I just, you know, the week of the tournament, I really just don't even talk to them about fishing because it's probably going to be a bad answer.
I can understand that too, though. I mean, heck, we were living with Sasaki and Dotoli at KBI. I mean, Santos, and all four of us aren't even talking about spots, man. We're just like, oh, that place over there.
You want to come and fish my 2.5 pounders? Come on now.
But I can see, like, I mean, you'd think that if people are like good friends and stuff like that, but you aren't really. I mean, there's still that sportsmanship to it, and of course, everyone's trying to win too on their own kind of thing. So yeah,
Eric,
I can understand.
Look at it this way: if we put both our boats together, we still don't have a 200.
It's true. If we put both our boats together, we're still averaging 14 pounds on Lake of the Woods.
Yeah, that's
there
right.
are 2 rules to fishing. One, never give it all the information. All right, we're gonna wait for Joe. Joe is typing.
That's it.
You got me in.
That's like Bill Dance one that we posted the other week.
Yeah.
Oh, not that one. I'm gonna get this one next week.
So,
but anyway, yeah. So that's I've got another slide here. We got our fantasy fishing. Santos, did you get the results of the fantasy fishing?
oh boy, I sucked at the last 2.
You're talking about first place winner was Jay Sweats. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I don't even know if he's part of our CDP Nation or not, man.
Well, hey, Gussy, this is legit. Roster saved. I picked you, bro, at Seminole. So
future reference, probably not the best guy to pick in.
Not in the Southwest. I didn't pick you at Okeechobee. I should have picked Coop. They put all the Canadians in one pool.
They did the first one, yeah.
Yeah.
After I said you can make a whole team of Canadians.
Suffice it to say, I'm shitting the bed on this. We got like 70 people in our group here. This is Schwetz, what Santos was talking about.
Yeah.
Jay Schwetz. Reach out to us. You're the Seminole winner on the CDP Nation for week 2 at the Seminole. Reach out to us.
They were up to like 62 people in our group now.
This is almost like my tournament season. Like I'm not even on the front page.
You're still middle of the pack.
No,
second page. Clayton Schick is holding his own. He's always in the top 10 here somewhere, So same with Crawford.
He doesn't even know what a bass looks like.
He's just picking names, man.
So this is the winning roster, just to show you guys. It was Drew Cook, Hackney, Cox. Cox is always a popular pick. Doesn't matter what lake, it seems. Benton and Jason Christie. That was the winning in our pool anyway. That gets you to the top 10%. You guys play the fantasy? Do you guys do it?
No,
I don't.
You don't want to screw any mojo of just betting on yourself.
Yeah, it's weird because it's like one of those things where like you it's a sport where you should have confidence. So you want to pick yourself, but then I wouldn't be able to do it. I'd be thinking I'm jinxing.
Exactly.
You don't even want to talk about it if you have a good practice going because it's like that's the worst.
That's the
thing
jinx.
do,
That's the jinx for sure.
I have a feeling this year, everybody I pick, I'm jinxing them, so I'm not picking you guys this year.
I like it.
Well, this was the Okeechobee winning roster here. Lester Cobb, Jokumsen had another good tournament. Keith Combs and Hank Cherry. Hank Cherry, I picked him. That shit the bed for me, Hank Cherry. No, not gonna pick him again rest of the season, man. So.
Oh man,
I
picked New. He came in last for Christ's sakes.
Yeah, that's surprising. He's he's legit, but I mean, it's like all these guys are good. So you just it's and you go to these lakes and it's not that easy in 3 days to, that was the first time I'd ever been to Seminole, and it's a lot of water to try and figure out in 3 days, and so
yeah, that's got to be tough, right? You go from one right to the other, bang bang, away you go.
They can't bet on their own. They can't play fan. They'll end up like
No.
Peter. They get disqualified.
No, we wouldn't because it's not. The stakes aren't that high.
It's
so-
free. It's free,
It's
man.
free.
They could make a incognito name if they wanted to. You should do it. Just put a fake name, like
Yeah,
Jeffrey Gustafson or something, and then
Good stuff.
big buff.
yeah, there you go. Shout out to Cifuentes though. The guy was fishing in jeans, yo.
Yeah,
I don't know about
Got a
that.
cowboy hat, man.
How come the hat's cool, but the jeans?
Yeah,
I
but he's
don't
He's
think
good.
Fishing
what's he
Florida
supposed
jeans.
to fish in? Spandex?
Yeah, shorts. Shit, I don't know. Man. That's
Oh, Arkansas is probably cold.
Did you go against them, Coop, in the opens? This guy, or how did he get through? This guy?
He came through
Yeah,
the
he
open.
got the Southerns, I believe. Yeah.
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 Same with this
I
guy. He
think he
did.
only-
He did 3 opens too.
Yep. Yeah, he qualified through the Northerns. Joey qualified through the Southerns.
Wow. It's crazy, eh?
We're going to be following that this year too. There's a bunch. There's a couple Quebec guys
Gotta go,
doing
guys.
it.
Yeah.
Of course, Brucey. You've been talking to Brucey.
Yeah.
You guys are down at Eufaula, or like he's down at Eufaula right now? I think is that where it is?
yeah.
Yeah, they start
Yeah, I'm
what?
actually-
Thursday.
This weekend, right?
And Danny too,
I'm
right?
here right now. Yeah, I'm actually with Danny. He's in the cabin with our other buddy.
Well,
Yeah,
tell
yeah,
them,
Daniel
okay.
Ramsey. Yeah,
tell them
yeah,
to join you then.
I was only, like, we were just at Seminole. It's only about an hour away, so I ended up just driving here. I'll probably stay here for 2-3 days, get some editing done, and
Yeah.
I just decided to hop in the truck here.
Surprised you're
Well,
not fishing
well,
it there, bro. Coop.
No, I know it's killing me, but I just gotta get some editing done.
Gotcha, man. No, doing
Well,
good stuff.
what do you
over
guys think of the opens this year? Like, it seems like it'd be a pretty tough group to deal with.
Yeah, I like. I want nothing to do with those. To be honest,
there. Some good sticks in those ones, eh? Like, I mean,
There's
it's
some
not
big
bad.
sticks in there.
huge
Yeah.
fields, and I mean, yeah, it's a lot of pressure. Like, no, but it's good. I mean, it's the 9 guys that are going to come next year are going to be legit, like no questions asked, and it's just going to be harder and harder every year to like. The pressure never really stops. You think you get to the Elite Series and it's okay, I made it. It's
Yeah.
but yeah, it's not hard to get kicked out either for
So can you get relegated then? Is that the thing? Like you can get
Yeah, like so last year they didn't do anybody because we moved the field size to 100. It had been 90. Just the way it kind of worked out. So nobody got kicked out. But the year before, they actually punted 23 guys. They hadn't kicked anyone out for a couple of years because of COVID. So, so it's hard. Like, there was a few good friends. Chris Groh, who used to travel with us and stay with us, awesome guy. Like he got sent out. So you hate to see that, but it's like any other high level sport. I mean, if you aren't keeping up, then
yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's just like the PGA kind of thing. Yeah, you just gotta.
What
keep
is the
going.
cut line? To
So the way they're going to do it this year, the last couple times, it's actually been on the average since 2019, like since the Elite Series kind of had the restart. This year they're going back to how they used to do it pre-2019. So if you make the top 70 in points, you're in automatically for the next year. And then if you're in the bottom 70, all the rookies get two years at least. So Coop's safe this year. He's going to make the Classic and not have to worry about it. But if he finished below 70, he's still safe. If you're in that below 70 group, then it's based on your average AOI finishes since 2019. So, like right now, there's some heavy hitters in that below 70 group that aren't going to stay there, but you don't want to be in that group because it.
Yeah. Zaldane's down there for sure because
He's down there. Yeah.
Fighter. I mean, and those
fighter
guys
too.
don't
Yeah.
stay there, but it's that's you don't want to be below 70 or you're
So that means if that happens, you got to go through the opens to get back in.
if you got kicked out, you'd have to go through the opens to get back.
Hard work, man, to get back.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you win a tournament, does that give an exemption to that tournament that you win, or
No,
no? Is it really?
No.
Just big points though.
So it's not like golf, where if you win a tournament, you get to go to that tournament for how long?
No. If you win the classic or
Win Classic.
AOY, you can
Yeah.
get a legend point, and then if you those legend, they do legend exemptions. So
Okay.
there's a few guys, Klun and Fritz, that I think are pretty safe because they've won all those things multiple times, and
Yeah.
Nixon too, I think probably. No.
and that's kind of how he got back in this year, was through his legend exemption. And I mean, that's great. Like, I want those guys to fish.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive. They're all awesome guys. Like, you get to, if you're next to him in the bag line, I mean, Rick Klun will talk your ear off, and just interested in fishing. Nixon's the same way, and like a lot of people come to those events to see those guys, like
Right.
legends.
Speaking of legends, KVD is his last season. He says he's going to retire. So he says. So I've been following that. Yeah, he's got a bit of a show I've been following on the Bass Pro Tour. That's the other one. But in all honesty, the Elite Series is where it's at. No, is that the same feeling down south? Like, no one here watches the other stuff. To be honest, like, hey Mike, no one here watches.
You know what? I tried watching some of the other stuff, and there's like 15 different divisions. Like, it's just insane. Like, you got good tire one, you got tackle warehouse, and it's just like all over the map. So
yeah, I mean,
it's pretty hard to follow.
Like, Coop and I can't really say, like, give an unbiased answer for that, but like, all I can say is I'm like, feel very lucky every day that I get to fish the Elite Series, and it's a big stage, and it's we're going to get to fish the Classic here in a few weeks, and that's the no question, that's the biggest event that we have, and that's kind of the goal, is to make the Classic every year, and it's you get, that's our 1 week. We kind of get treated like rock stars a little bit, and it's it's a big event, and that's the one that you want to win for sure.
So that's you're probably going in there with a pretty good feeling, considering you took home a blue trophy from that river last year.
I mean, yeah, you do, but like, one thing I've learned, especially on all these reservoirs, is like, I've been to lots of these places, many times, and it's never the same. Any of those reservoirs, like, you go back a year or two later, 3 years later, I mean, the fishing's never sort of the same. Whereas like on Lake of the Woods, or up north, a lot of the same spots are good year after year if it's a good place, but those lakes change a lot more. So I know that like, I'm gonna go there and fish for smallmouth predominantly, and I know that like that exists. So you go and look for it, and that it's a little bit more fun fishing the Classic because there's no points, and you still want to do good. There's the payout's really good throughout the top end of it, but there's you can be a little bit more risky, and not sometimes in these elite events you don't want to bomb, like you got so I fish probably more conservative than I should at some events, just to make sure I don't finish like 80th or 90th. That's what
right.
Yeah,
because you guys get checks for sure at the Classic. Everyone gets a check.
Everyone gets a check there, and it's a fun week, and you don't, once you've done it, like, you never want to not be part of it.
you always want to go back.
And that's open to anybody to go down and visit. Like, I mean, if anyone ever wants to make like a little trip or vacation.
Yeah, I think Don Lamont and Darren Bohannes are going to, I heard today that they're coming.
Oh yeah, nice.
Oh yeah.
I've got a few friends from around home, my family, Shelby's parents, and a few friends. Like Big Buff came last year. He might come again.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
Is it in Nashville? It's near Nashville. No.
In Knoxville this year, yeah, which
Knoxville,
is a really cool city. So I think
Close enough to Nashville.
Family and friends coming, right?
Yeah, I got brothers, a bunch of my buddies, a bunch of my brother's buddies, and bunch of friends and family. It's going to be pretty awesome. There's at least 100 of us rolling down, so it's going to be pretty incredible. They've got like five or six houses rented that hold like 10 to 20 people, so it's going to be a party.
Nice.
I heard the expo is a good time. Like it's you still want to be fishing. You don't want to be manning the expo. You
Better
want to be
keep
fishing.
Coop away from those houses till the end.
Yeah, I know, right? That's only like, they're like, oh, I can't. And I'm like, man, I might not even see you down there. Like, I'll be, on the water every day. I'm not going to be up partying. Like, it's the biggest tournament I've ever fished my entire life by far. So I'm not gonna mess around that way. I'm gonna, get some good sleep. I won't be up partying too much and or at all. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've always wanted to fish it. I've been to 6 of them, like being a spectator watching, and just like every time I'm there, it fuels the fire, and it's like, man, I want to be up on that stage one day, and it's crazy that I'm actually fishing. It's a dream come true for sure.
We follow the Bassmaster Classic since I was young, man. I'm talking like late 80s, early 90s, been following that because they've always shown it. So to win that, like to win the Bassmaster Classic, that's aside from getting a big check, that's a game changer though, right? I mean, as far as sponsorships and all kinds of different things, you could probably just name your game by then, make a show, make a rod line or something like that, right? Is it that big of a game changer?
Yeah, I mean, you get a lot of opportunities for speaking events. Obviously like sponsor things. I don't have I've got a few of them, but like a lot of guys will have like big bonuses with some of their sponsors if they win. But yeah, it's and that's the biggest trophy. Like that's the one you want to get your name on for sure. And yeah, I mean,
is that automatic Hall of Fame status after you win that one?
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, right.
They can't take that away from you, man.
Well, it's a life changer. So
yeah, no, and like anybody that fishes tournaments, like even if you're just in the local bass club, I mean, the Bassmaster Classic is
it is, man.
It is.
It really is
the pinnacle, right, of everything.
Yeah. That's amazing. You guys are there too, and with a chance to win it. Oh my god, that'd be freaking amazing.
Awesome, man.
Carl's fishing it too, so he's got like. There's a group of like 60 Aussies coming over for it.
No kidding.
Nice.
Like they're awesome. I met a bunch of these guys when I went over there this fall, and like they're gonna be so fun.
That place is gonna be a disaster after it's over.
Canadians, Aussies.
Our plan was to go down that this year as like to get the media pass and everything, and just life gets in the way, man. It's so hard, but try again next year.
It'll be fun.
Keep trying, man.
At least there's a good break between that and the next tournament, so you guys can all recover.
Yeah, I'm actually coming home right after, and I've got a big ice fishing trip planned going up to Red Lake, so a few hours north of Kenora.
Yeah.
We go moose hunting up there every year. So a buddy of mine has a resort, and I've got some guys from Northland Tackle coming up and a few friends, and we're gonna go hammer on some big pike and walleyes and lake trout. Just end of the road. It's like basically fly in water, and we're gonna get to ice fish it. So it's gonna be pretty fun.
Nice. And you're just gonna hang out, Coop, for a few days.
Yeah. I'll be. I'm gonna be here on Seminole for a little bit, right up until the Classic. I'm gonna do a little bit of pre-practice, and I got to fly home for about 4 or 5 days. Brother's getting married, and my other brother just had a little baby girl, so I'm looking forward to getting back home to meet her.
Nice.
And see the
rats.
Yeah, and then the Classic. It's gonna come quick. Like I pulled out my phone or my laptop earlier, and I just started marking some stuff down on the calendar, and I started looking. I'm like, man, it's coming.
It's coming quick. Yeah.
Well,
You're not going to be at the Toronto Sportsman Show, Coop, at all? You have anything to do with that?
No, I won't be at the Toronto show.
No, that's the March 16 to 19. If anyone's interested down east over there, that's a big show actually. So we'll talk more about that coming up. But yeah,
who's ever I'm guiding, they better hope there's service where I am, otherwise we're moving.
Who's this guy? We've been showing old pictures. I should have got some old pictures of you guys. I'll dig some stuff up.
I know that's not me.
Does anyone know who this is? Can you guys guess?
I have no idea.
No.
CDP Nation. CDP Nation. If you can guess, you get a prize. You've got
what do they win?
An Ion cap that I'm wearing here. This is a slick, brand new Ion blade cap. Oh, Andre Carrier. What's the name, bro? River Monsters.
Need the name.
That might be close enough. Is that close enough? River Monsters?
Yeah, give it to him.
None of us will ever be as cool as this picture of Jeremy Wade in his 20s. That's cool. This guy's been doing it for a long time, man. He's not didn't just get a show for no reason. That's hardcore right there. Look at that. That's like Coop Gallant practicing in the opens there. We're living out of a truck.
Yeah.
There's rods all over.
So we got a whole bunch of Jeremy Wade's. Andre Carrier, I think we got that. We're gonna give it to him.
Yeah, we'll give it.
He wins it, Andre. Yeah.
Spit it out. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you guys here, deal or no deal. So Santos put this up here. What do we got, Santos? These guys are a couple of bass guys with no more.
Was that this Targa V18, eh? 2000 has a kicker motor and big motors, a saltwater 150.
Is this
Don't
US?
like the US, $8,000 US.
Is that a deal or a no deal?
The Targa, man. Just
Gussie would say no deal. It's not a
No
lot.
deal, it's not a bass boat, eh?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The price of boats now, though,
That's what it got. That's what I noticed. It's like you said, like the price of boats right now. It's like this boat would be like 15 or something.
Yeah.
the part that gets me, it says it could use new carpet, but the floor is solid. Bullshit.
What's a mercury saltwater, man?
No
What's that?
deal on that tracker. Beat it.
No deal.
No, this is a tracker.
Michael says, "Who's paying?" that all depends, eh?
That depends. That's it, right?
18-foot with a 150. That's a steal. Okay. We got mixed feelings here. I've always liked the Targas. They're okay. Coop, what's your boat of choice again? You're a Triton guy?
Nitro.
Nitro. Get him all mixed up. Nice.
Do we have to ask Gussy what his choice is?
He's
Yeah,
got
everyone
fancy.
knows.
Everybody knows.
Everyone knows what his boat is.
Hey,
Was that
he
my?
probably still remembers about getting picked on because it's an aluminum boat.
No one says nothing now.
Nobody else.
No one says nothing now. I'll bet.
I know, like when I first started, I had a Lund Predator, so it was a little bit more of like of all species, like walleye kind of style boat. And I'm sure, like, I know the first couple of years, like I heard people like, "Who's the dumbass in the walleye boat?"
On the FLW tour, I bet you heard that. Eh? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still here, so but
You're
yeah,
doing something right, man.
yeah. No, I got the Pro V bass now, and it's a sweet rig to fish out of. So I love it.
I'll bet, man.
So now I'm going to put both of you on the spot.
Oh,
Okay.
Go ahead, Mike.
So, Coop, how do you think Danny's going to do in the opens?
I think he's gonna do good. His mind seems like it's in the right. Are we talking McGarry?
Yeah.
Yeah, his mind seems like it's in the right spot. He's confident. He seems super prepared, and yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like in my opinion, if your mind's in the right spot and you work hard at it, you have a good shot no matter what. So I think he'll do good.
Yeah, Jeff, how about you with Jamie?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think he's going to do good as well. Like, obviously, he's as good as as anybody in our area, and just no other better representative, I don't think, to go and give it a shot. And it's hard. Like those guys are going to a lot of different water bodies that they're gonna fish a lot of situations that they haven't seen before, but they both are experienced and know what to do, and it's just so much of like making good calls on tournament day, and like just having confidence and making good decisions.
How do you guys do so well on, like, you guys are fishing all kinds of water bodies and stuff you've never seen before or you only fish once every 2 years? Like, we fish the same lakes over and over, and we still suck. Like, the same lakes,
still out of place, man.
10 years, and we're still learning. Like I don't get it, man. Like, I mean, like it's just so impressive. Like, how do you guys tackle? Like, how do you approach it? Like, how are you going to tackle this Bassmaster Classic coming up here? How's that work?
I'm gonna
say anything.
I'm gonna just go back to the same spot I fished last time.
Well, you got to check it first, of course, and see if it's going.
Yeah. No, I mean, and like, Coop can say his sort of 2 cents too, but we get only a 3-day practice. And then when our schedule's announced, we're not allowed to get any fishing information about those bodies of water that's not like publicly available. So we can go online and watch videos, read, articles, look at past tournament results, but like we can't call up a friend or and get any fishing information of any kind. So I love that rule. It keeps it pretty fair, and so you got to be able to kind of go and like just be efficient, cover water, and figure out either it's like a good area of the lake, a pattern, or some kind of program, and if you figure that out, it's easy. And if you don't, then it's there's a lot of events. Like Last year I actually caught my limit every day of the season, and there was only one other angler that did that, and it was like I had a lot of days where like I only caught 5 fish all day, and a couple times like got the last one, in the last half hour of the day. I mean, it's just you got to sort of figure out, just got to grind sometimes, and sometimes it'll be easy.
Yeah, you're not catching a million fish. Hackney only brought in 4 on Sunday there. I think I saw that. Like, not everyone's. You're not guaranteed to go catch, calling out 10 fish or whatever. But yeah, Coop, have you fished that water before for the Classic?
Again, I did some pre-practicing right before the cutoff there. I went down. Same thing. I made like maybe 10, 15 casts, more so just kind of running around the lake. It's a massive river. I don't know, Gussy probably knows the dimensions of the thing, but it is huge. There is so much water. There's a lot of dead water. So yeah, like that's a big thing for me is I like going, especially like for a tournament as big as the Classic and going to a lake I've never been to before. I do like to get down there and just see the lake. I'm not going to make a cast. I'm just going to, see a lake. So when I do come down, I start figuring something out. Maybe I'm getting bit on wood up a creek. Automatically in my head, I kind of already know what creeks have wood. Like, for example, I kind of know where everything's at. And it just puts you one step ahead when you're back down there for the tournament.
Yeah.
Now, those tactics you guys do down there, did you guys grow up doing this stuff, or do they translate up here? Like, I don't see people punching mats up here or stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe in Ontario they do and stuff, but
I mean, you get a little bit of it up around here, but it's just like that's pretty easy to figure out, really. It's more of the like for me, crankbaits, fishing, the big swim baits, like that's stuff that we don't maybe necessarily get to do as much up here, so you're not quite as comfortable with it. But like flipping and pitching, I mean, I grew up like as a teenager, like practicing off the picnic table in my parents' backyard, like at lunch breaks, and I can remember actually just a funny story. We had these awesome Ukrainian neighbors, and they were older. And one day I had this buddy that we when we were in high school, all we cared about was bass fishing. And we were at home one day and playing, making bets on flipping into like a coffee mug or whatever across the backyard. And this guy looked out his window and saw us with a fishing rod back there casting and doing this and that. And he actually called my mom at work and said, "Hey, Peggy, I think something might be wrong with Jeff. He's fishing in the backyard right now."
They just don't get it.
My mom knew, like, no, he's fine, but
going for squirrels.
Yeah, it's like at the end of the day, though, like it's just like, whether you're a walleye angler, bass angler, whatever, the fish are always related to some kind of cover or to the bait or to some kind of structure. And it's those rules always, edges and points and funnels and all that stuff's important, whether you're in Florida or Tennessee or Canada.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff we don't see, it's not sexy at all, but you guys get snagged? Like, do you lose lures?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I don't get, like, if I get snagged with it, like, I have a guy in Kenora here that likes to pour jigs, and I just brought him, like, 1,500 Gamakatsu hooks to make me a whole pile of, Ned heads, tube heads, ball heads, football heads, and I'll use them, over the course of the summer. So, yeah, if I get snagged, I give it 2 shakes. If it doesn't come off,
No, you're not like Gus trying to save it.
I never see guys retying or nothing like that. I mean, it's like, oh, these guys know exactly what to do, man. They don't.
I just break stuff off. I don't waste my time.
Mike doesn't.
Mike breaks stuff on purpose, man.
Me and Santos scare freaking fish off beds and everything just to go get our.
We're getting it back, bro. We can.
Like down in Florida, there's nothing to really like. You don't really lose tackle down there because there's nothing to snag on, and you're using like heavier gear, but. Some of these lakes, like where we at Seminole, where there's a lot of timber, you can, if you're snagging like hard baits and stuff, you're gonna go get them off. But like when we're smallmouth fishing up north, it's you're gonna go through jigs. That's just part of it.
I'm not drinking beer, by the way. I was just in the States. This is Berghoff root beer. I'm a root beer connoisseur, and they love the root beer. If anyone's in the States, bring me back some root beer. Root beer is money, bro. Money. If Coop comes to KB, I'll make sure to save him some good donuts. What tournaments do you do up north, Coop? Do you do any more in Canada?
Man, I do want to do the KB. I've been talking about doing it for the last 2 years. It just hasn't lined up, but I went up to Kenora with a few buddies and my two brothers.
That's right, in your
twice.
series there. Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, for the road trip, we did some filming for muskie and lake trout and specks and stuff like that, and I loved it up there. And ever since we went, I said I'm going to come back to the KBI, and I will eventually for sure. Maybe I'll try and do it this year or next year. It'd be a blast.
Yeah, you should, man. You should.
There goes one more spot for us, LeVox.
Yeah, there goes. Now I'm gonna finish 100.
We just dropped another spot,
Yeah.
bro. Mike breaks $200 to try and save a $2 Yeah, it sounds like it.
We've all done that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done it a couple times. I did it twice last year.
It did, bro. It is in the States. Wisconsin's got money beer. I'll tell you that, right? Didn't it lose its bottom end? Yeah, Mike was saying that someone lost the bottom end there.
Yeah, twice, like
Twice.
back to back. Day, same person.
Cliff Perch did one in practice and then did one in the tournament.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then another one of the Texas guys on the takeoff the first day, like you kind of had to run like 20 miles of this winding river to get out to the lake. So I came around this corner and like there's a couple boats stopped, and the first thing I'm thinking is like, shit, I missed some kind of hot bite on that corner. And he put the boat like right up on shore, like 10 feet. The motor was 10 feet from the water, like just trimmed down, sitting on sand. Like the entire river, he picked the only place with sand. And a couple of guys like at the end of the takeoff pulled up and they hooked some ropes up and pulled it back in the water, and he went fishing for the day. So
Oh yeah,
Nice.
that's right. I remember you talking about that up on the stage.
yeah. Did you see it, Coop?
No, I didn't. I just saw pictures of it, and I'm like, holy.
Okay, yeah. I don't know who took pictures, but yeah. I slowed down and he was just like, I'm good. A couple other guys had stopped. So
Hanselman.
yeah, I mean, I didn't know if we wanted to. Like, he's a good guy, and it was just like he just caught a wave or whatever, I guess, and he didn't need to be. He doesn't have to get roasted or anything. But yeah, it was. Yeah, I'm glad he was all good. Like no one got hurt.
So I was watching, and I seen Austin Felix. He had a spray bottle on the deck of his boat, and he was spraying in the water.
Other people were cleaning his binoculars so he could see where people were fishing.
What's that?
Shit hawking out there. I bet you that happened. That must happen down there, man. Yeah.
No, the guys use that to so the water will get like pollen on it and stuff. So if they're sight fishing, they'll have a little bit of soap in there, and it sort of clears away the
there you go.
clutter and
I was
stuff.
trying to figure out what he was doing with it. All of a sudden he's spraying, and he says, "Oh, that's a catfish." I'm thinking, what do you got? Catfish repellent?
I was gonna ask you guys, your bro science, like this is a Target walleye here, which is cool. If you haven't subscribed to Target Walleye, give him a subscription, email a couple times a week. But I didn't know this thing existed. Vaso Lake in British Columbia, biggest minnow he's ever seen. Northern pike minnow. You guys ever seen this before?
No.
Like I've never even heard of it.
No, first I've ever heard of it.
Like, and I was like dumbfounded. Like, I mean, I thought I know all the fish or whatever.
It looks like a burbot mouth with like a.
Yeah, it's like a redfish or something. You could lip it. And this isn't,
So the thing doesn't even have teeth or nothing.
no, it's like a bass
right?
and a something
Oh.
mixed together. So I was gonna ask you guys, like,
I'll catch it. I mean, if it wants to bite, I'll catch it.
I'll go halfway. They got it on tungsten, it looks like. But I was gonna ask you guys, at all these waters you guys fish, you guys must catch other species too, like incidentally or whatever, right?
Yeah.
What do you guys
always
catch?
had a lot of like chain pickerel in it. So they're like just same as a pike.
Yeah.
But they don't get very big, but they're a nuisance. But yeah, I don't know. This year so far, I fished at Lake Lanier for a few days before I went to Florida. I caught couple big stripers there. You get catfish, mudfish or bowfin.
Bowfin. Nash wants to catch a bowfin really bad. He saw a video on the
Bar,
bowfin.
All right, yeah.
Bar. That'd be cool.
You see them. You don't you catch the odd one. They're kind of hard. Like their mouths are really hard, so you don't hook them all the time. But yeah,
I caught
Aaron.
Gussy, you might know what it was on Okeechobee. I was slinging a chatterbait around, and I snagged this fish in the back, and it was black, but it was like, nope, no, it was black, but it was like a matte black. It wasn't shiny, and it looked like it was probably 20 inches long, and it looked like a giant goby, and it was black.
Giant.
I got a
Giant
picture of it.
goby.
I'll send it to you tonight. It was the craziest thing I've ever caught, and I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, no. Who knows what you're gonna get in South Florida?
Maybe you found a new species, man. Call it the Coop.
Yeah.
That'd be cool, man. They were saying like gators down there, like where gators were trying to steal fish. You guys ever see that down there in the Florida waters?
I've never seen them try to steal a fish, but like at Okeechobee and Seminole, I'd see 5 or 6 a day. You could get in some of the backwaters and see more, but Okeechobee, I mean, you see dozens of them a day there. I mean, they're everywhere. But they don't
try and steal a frog.
Yeah, if you cast if you like throw a frog or a topwater next to them, they'll like snap at it for sure.
Yeah, eh?
Especially the little ones. Yeah, like they'll chase it around, and the bigger ones don't really like want to bother with you. But yeah, they don't like. I guess it's a I don't know. But they don't really want anything to do with you. Like if you try and get close to them, they
Take off.
They sink. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to give a quick shout out to a couple tournaments coming up here. Derbies. These are derbies, man. No big 100,000. Oh, actually, no, they're getting close to some of the prizes. This is the Grand Marais Derby, March 4th. Just shout out to them. March 4th is coming this weekend. $1,000 first place. More info at Grand Marais, Grand Beach and area. Check it out. We got this one. This is a big one. 15 G's Canadian.
Guaranteed.
This is a big one, Mike. This is put on. Who's this put on by? Fish Futures?
It's Fish Futures is helping out with it, yeah. And all the proceeds are going to Marymount. So
Nice.
yeah, but it's 15 grand guaranteed. So if there's 500 people or 1,000 people,
yeah,
it's 15 grand. Like no ifs, ands, or buts. So and they pay all the way back to 40th. Like prizes all the way back to 40th.
Nice.
So it's pretty good.
You want to get into that? We're talking competitive fishing. These guys doing on the professional trail, but down on the local ice derby scene, there's some big prizes, man. Big stuff going on here. So check that out. That happens on this Saturday.
Saturday, yeah.
A couple more. We'll talk more after. We got like March 11. Next week we'll promote these ones. This is a big one. That's 20 grand guaranteed. This is north of South Beach Casino there.
Nice.
So we'll talk more about that. Longest pickerel. You like that? Longest pickerel. And then we got Ian's the Falcon Lake Winter Fish Shop. That's going more towards Gussy's there. He's closer to Falcon than we are.
I'm happy to see that back.
Yes.
15 grand guaranteed there again as well. So all kinds of derbies taking place. So there's no shortage of competitive events to take part in. We don't have open water for quite a while here yet, man.
April, May. Yeah.
I feel like getting in the boat already. You just watch. I watch Bass Nation. I follow Bass Nation hard, man, and man, it just.
Yeah, you guys like I mean, it was actually beautiful weather the last few weeks down in Florida, and usually it's like a lot of times it's cold in February still, but yeah, the weather was nice. I don't know how many times I told Shelby, just talking to people, I wish all of my friends up north knew what they're missing right now.
Don't worry, we know what we're missing. You guys have raccoon eyes.
You guys got tans, huh? You're darker than me and La Bopa, man.
Yeah, but no, it's fun fishing down there. It's the weather, obviously the weather, but just the opportunity for big bass. Florida's got like a ton of water everywhere, and just tons of different places to stay. Anywhere there's water, pretty much there's bass in it.
You guys never go off and do some of the saltwater stuff, or go get like a Goliath grouper? You're right down there already.
Yeah.
Coop's been doing all kinds.
Oh, yeah,
of
you been
cool
doing that? Oh,
Yeah, man, that's awesome, bro.
I love doing the multi-species stuff. It's a blast.
Yeah.
Last year we did. We went to the Outer Banks in North Carolina. We fished for big shark and drum offshore stingray. Right off the beach. It was awesome. The whole family went down, and then a bunch of our buddies. and I'm still working on that video. It should be out shortly. I'm slacking hard on it, but it'll be done shortly.
Nice.
And then Charleston. We went to Charleston and did a little bit of red fishing. Cobia offshore. That was a lot of fun.
Cobia,
yeah,
cool, yeah.
Love it.
Is that what you hooked into? Jesse Bell is asking. It's a big ass plico.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that, but it was all black, like, and it wasn't shiny. It was like a matte black. So I gotta get a photo and I gotta send it to you guys.
There's a mystery, man. We're gonna
There's a lot of these guys. Look at
it.
it, Master Flat Black
Trying to
Goby.
guess it. Yeah.
Oh, interesting, man. This is everyone's gonna try your.
And it was pretty big too. It was like not big. It was huge.
Cool stuff.
It's like fishing in the Red River. You never know what you're gonna get.
Look at this. You guys might all go on mute in a second. I just want to show this, and you guys could use this.
God.
I don't know if you guys have seen this. It's the biggest bass ever caught on camera, apparently.
That might be the biggest bass I've ever caught. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Oh, my God. I hope you could see what just happened. I just caught that bass on a Huddleston Deluxe. There's my HBC shirt right there. This bass is every bit of 18 pounds.
18?
Oh my God. Look at the size of this bass. Oh, do you see the size of that bass in there? Man.
Is that possible? Like someone can run into one of those, no?
Well, they kept you see like guys in a really small little boat. Obviously, that's like somewhere in one of those little California lakes, and
right. Yeah.
But that's how they catch them on those big swim baits. But yeah, I mean, giant fish.
Man, an 18-pounder, you'd be good for the day right there. You could just get a bunch of dinkers and you're still good, bro.
That's more than our 2-day total sometimes, man.
Holy shit! But they feed a lot of fish. I mean, they have like these ponds, right? And they pellets and they whatever they do out there.
Yeah, whatever.
Rainbow trout. 18 pounds.
One Cox had
man.
Pounder last year at the Harris chain, and I got to see it, and he was one or two guys away from me in the bag line, and it was giant.
Yeah.
Man. Oh. Well,
I caught a 10-12 in a FLW tournament, like my second or third year at Pickwick Lake in Alabama.
Pickwick, I still remember that. Yeah.
10-pounder, eh?
Almost 7 pounds, yeah. And it was skinny. It wasn't even fat. The thing was like this long. It looked like a big Lake Winnipeg walleye.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, giant.
Speaking of walleye, you guys got to pick Beast of the Week. You got to do Beast of the Week. Thanks to Team Food Automotive. This is the February. This is the last qualifier for February. We got a handful here. Let's see. 3-day total on the Red River, 18 pounds. On the Red River in Texas, they're talking. Texas.
Yeah.
Lake McMullen, a beauty kiped up tiger for Beast of the Week. He went out when it was minus 36 up here. Oh, you guys haven't been missing nothing up here.
Bonus points, but it would have been more bonus points if he was taking it like a man outside.
He caught it inside the warm shelter, right?
Doesn't matter how cold it is out if you're in an insulated shack.
Nice.
No, I mean it. Yeah,
He's preserving the fish, saving the fish.
Saving it. Yeah.
True.
Beast of the Week, he put down. Beast of the Week. That might be a new contest, Santos. You're gonna run that, bro. Beast of the Week. The weak-minded.
Oh, just got to pick on people all the time of what they're selling.
Reese Fire. He was able to go with his favorite fishing buddy. Beautiful there. Beautiful fish. Beautiful lady. 25.5 inches of prairie gold. Caitlin, nice work there.
Nice.
That's a qualifier. That's a beauty prairie gold.
Hey, look, that's a walleye. Look, the white tip on the tail.
Yeah. I wasn't on yet when that was going down, but that fish had no white on its tail. Sauger.
Ah, get out of
This
here.
Sauger, eh?
What does Gussy
One for the
know?
old prick.
What does Gussy know?
What the? Gussy don't know walleye.
Hey, I catch just as many walleyes as anyone when I'm at home. So
Yeah, I'll bet. Nice, Caitlin. Oh, sorry, went too far there.
Hey, I'm gonna be eating walleyes for dinner tomorrow night. 100%.
I'll bet, man. I'll bet
Nice.
for sure.
out in the afternoon, and yeah, can't wait.
Here's another one. Your Armand Pinette, heavy tanker from a few weeks ago. Looks like a greenback. That's a greenback to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice one, Armand. Nice.
The tail's
Well done
cut
there.
off though, eh?
Oh, the photo
Hey,
composition
photo
is missing
composition,
the
man.
tail.
Here we go.
Missing the tail. Looks good, though. Looks good. Kyle Avanthe, this fish is all in there. Some thick shoulders on this Manitoba Master. Nice work. Nice work. There's another one.
Yep.
It's another walleye. What else we got here? Different fish. Look at this. Clear Lake. Able to find Jesse Bellett, a master angler whitefish, which is 22 inches. They're not easy to get, and there's a lot of 20 inches there, but to get a master out of there, good looking one at that too. So nice work there, Jesse.
Yeah, it's hard to get a photo with the whitefish, and there's not a. Looks like you slaughtered a pig next to, you know.
Yeah, I know
We had that conversation today. Yeah.
they bleed and everything. And then
Yeah.
Jesse, in again, on behalf of a family friend, Meredith, her first fish through the ice ever, first time ice fishing, and nails a 27-incher. Nice work out of the Chris Gone Shack. Sweet,
Nice.
nice work. Lots of whitefish being posted. That's a thing out here actually now. Yeah, it's true, man.
Guys are targeting him now.
Are Coop and Jeff planning on fishing in local tournaments like Shootout, CSFL for fun, or just focusing on the elites? I think we're asking if they do anything. We want them to do stuff.
Yeah, like when I'm home, if there's a tournament that I can fish, 100% I'm gonna hop in. I don't really have anything planned as of right now, but if I'm home and there's a derby on the weekend, 100% I'm fishing it.
That Renegade series is done now, though. I heard something replaced it or whatever. I don't know if you guys. Coop,
Oh, yeah?
You ever did the Renegades at all? No.
No, I didn't. I did
No.
the Thousand Islands Open, but I never actually hopped in the actual series with Renegade.
Yeah,
that one
I think the
folded.
backer pulled out or something like that.
Yeah, it folded.
Right.
It's something else now. It's bait fuel tour.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna ask you guys. Speaking of bait fuel, do you guys use any kind of scent, like and stuff like that, or not really?
No,
Like Z-Man, a lot of their baits come with like Procure, and it sticks to the bait. Kind of, I keep some of that in the boat, and like
Yeah.
I've had sometimes if you're fishing, like I know at Lake Fork a few years ago, there was a lot of fish on beds, and like I finally went and got some scent after one of the days, and just like I was hammering my baits, you know, shaking these things in their face. But I'm not like generally a scent guy.
Oh,
I like salt in the baits, and you know, don't get any more just like don't get don't get sunscreen or bug spray or like don't put bad scents on your baits. Like I'm way more like cognizant of that than anything.
Haven't
The
used
scent.
it.
Yeah.
How about you, Coop? You use anything like that, or?
yeah, I'm the same. I don't even think I've actually ever tried it. But that being said, I'm not ever gonna try it. I just haven't. I've never got around to doing it, but yeah, especially like with moving baits and stuff, I don't think it makes a difference. It's more of a reaction bite. But I mean, there's something to be said about you know, using it for a smallmouth bait, something like a Demiki rig or drop shot and something where it's sitting in front of their nose and they're kind of staring at it for a little bit. But then at the same time, you know, you have those, like every fish is different. Like one fish might like the smell of it, but the next three might. It's like us. Like I like Doritos. I hate Doritos, right?
I hate Doritos, bro. I hate them.
Don't like Doritos?
No, you're hanging in front of my face.
Bro.
I ain't touching it, man. I don't like it. Yeah.
But I don't know.
Berkeley's coming out with scented cranks now. It's the first I've ever heard of it, but they're scented crankbaits. There's a strip down the side.
Yeah.
Like
Really?
a Berkeley Frenzy, whatever. Yeah, we'll talk about that next week, whatever. But yeah, scented crankbaits. I don't know if it's a thing. I don't know. They got to think about that. But I'm a Procure guy myself. But
Yeah,
I think
Procure, man.
at least it hides this stuff. I'm thinking it can't hurt. I don't think it can't hurt. I don't know if it helps, but it can't hurt, I think. But
yeah.
back to this, a couple more. Brandon Elliott. I'll just leave you all guessing on this one.
That's a big fish.
Definitely long.
4 inch or what?
What's
What's
that?
that?
Bro?
I'm just kidding. I said 24 incher.
maybe, man. I think how big his fingers are there. Who knows?
I think I was teasing him. I said it's a 26 because it's missing
26, yeah.
5 inches off the damn tail.
Oh, I got a picture from Jerry Esau here that at first glance, I thought it was a freaking big ass fish, but like just when you're talking about like
He tricked you.
Well, yeah, because if you're creative with it, like look at it, look at a small hand. Look at that. A
Back
little
up
hands
a
there.
bit.
That's a
Back it
giant
up
fish.
a bit.
What is
There.
that?
But those are toy hands.
Yeah.
At first, like, holy crap, a tola. Look how big that fish is. And I took a
That's
second
funny.
look. Hucking guys.
That's the one nice thing about weighing your 5 fish is nobody can go, no, that's not a 50-incher.
Right.
Exactly.
You know,
It's all
they weigh what
weight.
there's no arguing what they weigh.
Yeah.
And then Hunter, your hero, Lake of the Woods, lake trout. And that's a hidden fishery. I think not as many people go for them. 37 inches, which is really good for out there, man.
Size, man. Yep.
I think personal best out on that lake is 38 for me. I've never caught anything 40. That's big.
Yeah.
You ever go for that, Gussy? You must go for lake trout, eh?
I used to do it a ton, yeah. I've seen 2 43 inchers out there.
Really?
43s, eh?
Yeah,
Giants.
I caught one and a guest caught one back. This would have been like 2005, 6-ish, like way back.
Clearwater area?
In Ptarmigan.
In Ptarmigan, yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was before like no one was fishing out there, you know. It was
Right.
There was a lot of smelt and that a lot more fish would go out there. And it's just you can still catch them out there, but it's not the same as it used to be.
There's a big rainbow smelt population. Yeah.
They don't. So I just don't think a lot of them have to leave Clearwater anymore. You know.
I know, and we're not allowed to fish in there a lot. So.
Yeah, they're safe.
Have these boys seen the power pole trolling motor that we heard rumors about and can spill anything? Corey's testing it. Power pole trolling motor.
Have it on their boats, and I mean, I'm sure it's good. They make good stuff.
Yeah.
Power pole. I haven't even heard of it. It's a power pole trolling motor. Interesting. Oh, okay, yeah. That's like the Vantage was, except it's got a.
No, isn't it just a trolling motor made by PowerPole?
Yeah.
Oh, I got you. I thought it was a combo.
What are you trying
no, it's not.
A Talon that has a blade on it or
I go, what are you
something.
trying to say, LeBeau?
You don't know. They come in all kinds of crazy shit nowadays, man. They can do all kinds of things. It'll anchor you and propel you. You do circles.
Oh, man.
Oh, power pole has a trolling motor. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's our beast of the month or beast of the week qualifier? I'm going to leave it to the two guest hosts here. We've got lake trout.
What do you think,
Walleye.
Jeff?
See here.
Walleye.
Whitefish. Walleye.
Kind of
Walleye. Cooper.
I'll go with the whitey. It's a nice picture.
Ooh. They're all white people, bro. I don't think we have any. They're all white people this week.
yeah.
This whitey. Jesse Bellet is good. How about you, Cooper Gallant?
Jesse also did the entry when he took his family's friend out, right? That's the one I have. Yes.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jesse's the winner.
Jesse Bellet. Pow! Multiple time beast
Nice
of
work.
the week. Champion. We got Jesse Bellet with the whitefish. Master angler. Nice work. Cool stuff. That's cool right there. Nice.
No micros this week, eh?
Now we're gonna do micros like once a month. We're not gonna do micro every week. We're gonna show little fish, bro.
That's all I catch. What the hell? What's the
Yeah,
matter?
I guess so, maybe. I never got to this week here too, man. And we got a draw for Jets tickets too. We're gonna do a draw on CDP. We keep the discussion going. Everything these guys talked about. We link things, all kinds of stuff. Yep. Google Leon's out there. Castanet Doc Talk. That's our group page for all kinds of talking. We're gonna everyone who commented. That's everyone who commented this evening's show. So even Daniel Ramsey might win tickets to the Jets game. You're gonna have to come up to Winnipeg, bro. Come watch the game though.
Yeah.
But you're gonna go in the draw. I don't care where you are. You're going in the draw here. If you commented, so Joe Tilley, all these guys. Matt Wilkins is the last comment there. We'll go into the draw and whoever can use the tickets. So that's thanks to Tanner Irwin. I'm gonna do a post there. So
awesome,
cool
man.
stuff.
Nice.
Oh, comment. Comment here. Coop can show me around. Nice, bro.
There you go.
Yeah, cool stuff, man. We're following you guys. That's only 2 events in. What do we got? 7 more?
7, yeah.
It keeps going and it keeps coming further and further north up to where these guys actually start to kick ass and
make some noise, bros. Make some noise.
Yeah. Cheers.
Now we're gonna start watching the other Canadians give her shit down the open. So
yeah, I know they get going here in a few days. Thursday, right? Coop starts.
Yep. They're off the water like midday Wednesday. And then they start Thursday morning. It'll be cool. Like I'm pumped to be here too. Like I'm gonna go to the weigh-ins and stuff, and it'll be cool to see all the boys weigh in. There's about 5 Canadians doing them, so it'll be cool to see everyone, and hopefully they all catch them.
Yeah, I'm really proud of you guys, man, representing down there. It's fantastic, especially with
awesome, man.
With fishing that we've been watching our whole lives. Like, I mean, I've been a fan forever, kind of thing, and then now you're seeing like Canadian content and guys we know even. Like,
guys,
yes, man. That's it's no small thing. Like, people are like, wow, what are they? They're just doing like derbies down there, you know. Some people think like the Lactobon Ice Derby.
That's what
the
you guys are doing.
Bassmaster Classic are all like the same thing. Like, it's competitive fishing to people. I'm like, no, this is like freaking Tiger Woods.
You're not going to change their mind. So.
No, you're not.
No.
It's like the Lockport Derby there is the exact same thing as the Okeechobee thing. But
I will tell you this. So, like, the Classic, obviously, like, you're that morning when you go, it's awesome. But once you pull up and throw the trolling motor in and start fishing, like, it doesn't matter if I'm fishing against my dad and my brother on a Friday night, you know, in the summer. Like, it doesn't matter. Once the fishing starts, like, you just want to catch them and win. And so
competitive. Like, if you're a competitor, man, and I mean, and y'all are athletes too. I don't care what anyone says, but you guys are athletes, professional athletes.
Well, we maybe think we are, but
they're laughing, bro.
I can't wait to keep watching you guys. At least as an agent, I can tell you're in the news. Like, I'm telling you, guys are inspiring a whole pile. I mean,
yes,
shit. Look at Coop, man. I think that's proof positive right there. That all these guys and coming up here, it's good. It's awesome, man.
It's awesome.
Second and third are available for them to win. Nice. See, that's what you need is the confidence. The confidence.
That confidence.
And any other final points there, Mike Santos?
No, just looking forward to watching the Classic. Just hopefully you guys do really good there, and
just keep cheering them on, man. Just keep fishing, bros. Keep
if anybody's looking for a good weekend getaway, Knoxville's a cool city, and there's going to be lots going on down there. It's the big event for the year for us. So if you want to have a fun weekend, I don't know how many places there are left to stay down there, but yeah, it's
a good time. March 24, 26, something like that. Yeah. So
I was down in Florida like a week before we got rolling at Okeechobee. So I went to this one of the lakes, just a small lake one day to go fun fishing, and I got there to the ramp at about noon. I took a young guy with me that I met. He's friends with a friend I have down there, and he fishes high school tournaments. Like, lives for bass fishing, and took him, and I'm at the ramp pulling in there, and this other bass boat's coming out, and it was a guy that used to fish the Elite Series, Garrett Paquette from Michigan, and he had Hellebuck with him. They were
nice.
Just like right after the All-Star game, so he went fishing for a day, and then he had to leave at noon, and he was getting a ride to the airport to head back north. But yeah, it was pretty.
It's true that there's a whole
small world, man.
The fishing community is legit. Like, everyone's like 2-3 degrees away.
Yeah.
From, like, I mean, look at that. Like, even with the hockey players and stuff, and that's cool, man. All-Star game was in Florida. That's wild. Like, everyone knows everyone, kind of thing. So it's awesome, and you guys are great guys here. Gussy made me love bass fishing. He's a pretty good guy, and he let me drive his boat for 5 seconds. Never, don't do that again, bro. Don't let
him drive that boat anymore.
It was more than 5 seconds.
Fantastic.
That's what she said.
Ouch. It's the Castaneck podcast. We got to thank Jeff Gustafson and Cooper Gallant. Give him a follow on Instagram. Give him a follow on the YouTube. Coop is doing amazing. So what's the channel again, brother, on YouTube?
Just my name, Cooper Gallant Fishing.
Cooper Gallant Fishing, man. Give him a sub there if you haven't seen this stuff. Fantastic. Follow Gussy online. We're still gonna get Gussy doing Gussy Outdoors again. He's got to do a show, man. You got to get that happening again, bro. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, maybe when I'm done with when I get kicked off the Elite Series.
That'll never happen.
Knock on wood.
Do something, because
So 10 years from now, you're gonna start doing videos?
Maybe. At least that long.
Castaneck podcast. Give us a sub too on Kickervich if you watched on YouTube today. Like I said, Doc Talk. Watch out for that draw. I'm going to do it right now here. But once again, for Cooper Gallant, Gussy, good luck at the Bassmaster Classic.
Good luck, guys.
Keep
Good luck,
following me,
boys.
guys. Pick them for fantasy.
Yep.
Have a good one.
See y'all next week.
See you.
See you guys.